It's difficult to believe that I'm fighting for the 5th world title, you know.
Oh!
I was like, let's pull out, because it's almost impossible.
He's somehow got himself back into this race. He goes around the outside. The crowd on their feet.
We start really good this season. We are looking more for a GP win now.
There is absolutely nothing in there. It ends in tears. Bikes and bodies in the track.
You need to be there every single weekend, and you cannot have anything happening, basically.
Fevra down! He is crowned MX2 World Champion.
In the 2021 FIA Motocross World Championship, the battle for the MXGP title proved to be the tightest in decades, with 3 men in with a chance of the title until the very last race in Mantova.
Yeah, I felt pretty ready when the season started. I wanted to be smart, not do anything crazy, and that's not what I did, so I was very consistent, had some bad luck. Definitely I felt but mixed feelings basically, because it's not one of my favorite tracks, hard and slick. I knew Geiser was going to be good, Fevra was going to be good, so I knew it was going to be a long season coming ahead.
That was Geiser all the way to the outside in the next country. The guy is on fire! It's Roman Fevra. Roman Fevra has just had a moment of madness. I think he just got pitched. Cutting to the inside. Is he going to find a way through? Herlings may have to yield here at the bottom of the hill. He does, and Geiser goes through. A decisive move from the 243. Geiser goes to the inside. It's slower on the way in, but can he do something at the end of the straight here? Well, he doubles in and goes around the outside. Wow, from out of nowhere, Tim Geiser catches Cairoli by surprise and takes over the top spot. Oh, Cairoli's off on the finish line as well.
To finish off the GP with a second was good enough to make it happen.
MXGP Race 1 here, Matsley Basin. Prado over the line for the second time this year. Alongside him, Jeremy C, where he closes the door immediately as they head into turn 2. Tony Cairoli out of the final corner. He will pick up 25 points. He will win race 1.
It feels amazing. Of course, like I said, it's only my second race after last year, so I struggled a little bit in the end of the race. The rhythm of the guys in front was just super fast, and I couldn't really hold on. The last 4 laps I had to give up.
Geiser down the inside with just over a lap to go.
In MXGP, Tony Cairoli topped the podium for the 93rd time, but it was Tim Geiser that extended his championship lead.
Thank you to all my team, Monster Energy Kawasaki Racing. They did an amazing job. My baby is watching home with my wife, so I'm so proud now.
We didn't win for a while, not even close to winning. Second moto he got a win in the mud, so that was a little bit the turning point, I would say, for the rest of the season.
Very, very tentative coming down that hill. It's going to get sticky if the rain stops now. Going from bad to worse for your race 1 winner, Roman Fevra. For the first time this year, Jeffrey Herlings wins the overall Grand Prix. He wins here in Italy at Maggiora.
After that, you know, I came close again to the championship points lead again. So yeah, that was an important one.
The 2021 FIM Motocross World Championship is now poised to take on a different complexion, with 3 out of the next 4 races due to take place on sand.
My side device didn't pop out, so going up the hill, you know, I didn't jump as far. The guy behind me landed on my back, and with that I broke my shoulder blade.
Oh! Hurlings just shrugged it off.
But then you see the clock ticking. All right, 20 more minutes. Hopefully just a bruise, or hopefully nothing is broken, and then you just ride an adrenaline. That's what kept me going.
Oh, and he runs it down the inside of the Kawasaki rider. We've got a Dutch one too. The roof is off.
I managed to still win that moto due to I had a lot of pain.
And he does exactly the same, but Koldenhoff doesn't yield, but Hurlings leads. Jeffrey Hurlings wins race 1, doesn't even celebrate. That left arm glued to the left side of the handlebar.
I'm happy I didn't pull out of that moto, because without that I wouldn't have won the championship.
After that crash today, when the bike landed on him, he has a small fracture in the shoulder blade. He's not able to race in the second race.
The bullet will not be here as he recovers from a fractured shoulder blade, but there will be plenty of others looking to knock the defending champion off his perch. Elbows out, everyone, for the MXGP of Czech Republic.
To me, it felt like over. Then I just got home when Geiser crashed in that second moto.
Oh, Geiser throws it down!
That's where I seen the championship get back alive again, because if you wouldn't have done that, then you would have like a 70-point lead probably.
Oh, Fevre down at the end of the straight, lost the front end. Tony Cairoli, his third race win of the season. Jorge Prado crosses the line victorious in 2021. Geiser getting back to 15. It does give him an 11-point advantage though.
The second moto was hard. I knew it would be hard. It ran between motos, so the track got really rough. So happy about it. Going 1-3 for the overall first victory of the season. Let's keep it rolling.
Great job. Thanks, Jorge. Now we're here for the daddy of all tracks in Lommel for the third of 4 consecutive race weekends.
Then I did a little bit the unpredictable thing and something what was not really normal, to start racing again less than 2 weeks after it happened, and the bone was definitely not healed yet. We decided on Saturday midday to give it a go. We tried riding the bike in the morning. It was really painful, but I thought, yeah, we need every single point we can get.
Jeffrey Hurlings, the bullet, is back this weekend. And Hurlings dancing around the outside of Jonas as he goes after Fevre, jumps long. What shoulder injury? And he carves his way up the inside. Hurlings leads again in 2021. Here's Jeffrey Hurlings, wins the race.
We didn't need that crash, but we got it happening to us. The whole pack passed me, and I think we had a full gate on almost. Yeah, made life hard for myself. The track was so bumpy and so rough because of the rain we had, and it was just super, super rough. And I just couldn't hold the bike anymore, so I just had to settle for 5th.
And Fevre has thrown it away. Fevre has barged his way past Jorge Prado, who's looking back to retaliate. He's alongside and takes the lead away from Paul Jonas.
I feel all the work pay off, finally. Still make a mistake, but that second moto, I was on it.
The guys in MXGP arrive here with the championship battle tighter than ever, thanks to red plate holder Tim Geiser's patchy form in recent weeks. Jeffrey Hurlings is looming large too after his incredible return to racing in Lommel.
Oh, Roman Fevre throws away the lead. Oh, Hurlings has parked it. And Fevre's gone through. So Jeffrey Hurlings goes down. He's going to lose 2 positions.
Super devastated. I feel sorry for the team, feel sorry for myself, but it's racing and I did it all myself. So already can't wait for Turkey in 4 weeks. Hopefully the pain will be gone by then and I can train a bit and be better than what I was today. So I don't give up on the dream.
And he does, he runs him up the berm. And they both get parked. Herlings is going to be the benefactor, and he is. Oh, Cairoli goes down, he eats a hay bale. And Tim Geiser rounds out the final turn. He takes victory here in race number 2. Jeffrey Herlings on the top step of the podium here in what was a frantic GP in Turkey.
Tim, I think you have a confession to make. What happened?
Yeah, actually that was like 2 laps to go. I also jumped on the edge of the track, almost crashed as well, hit the balls on the side with my foot back. And I think that was the reason why the balls were in the middle of the track. So yeah, sorry guys.
Prado has gone down. We have lost the race leader.
We were fighting, I think, with 4 people. Me, Romain, Tim, and Tony.
Oh, bar to bar through the waves.
That was one of the best battles we had throughout the year.
Oh, Febvre throws away the lead on the final lap.
He tipped over with just half a lap to go. And he went from first back to 4th, I think, so it handed me the moto win.
Now we're in the Mediterranean island paradise of Sardinia for the first time in MXGP history.
We could see on the time practice he was a bit off. Throughout the day he was struggling with his collarbone, which is normal if it's just been broken a few days or a week or whatsoever before.
Claudio De Carli listening in on something on the radio. Tony Cairoli has gone down.
I went over the bars. I hit very hard. When I was on the ground, it was one of the worst things of my entire career because I couldn't really had the feeling from my neck down. I could move nothing. To be realistic, it's difficult to go for the title 10.
There is Tim Geiser in 23rd place for Team HRC. And Jeffrey Herlings does dive down the inside of Tim Geiser. He laps the championship leader, takes the checkered flag, 25 points. All of a sudden we are game on in the championship chase as well. He'll cut to the inside. Yes, he does. No, he doesn't. Oh, how brave was that?
In the evening after us, the championship hope was kind of gone, and then about 2 months later we're back on the red plate and championship leaders. So yeah, definitely giving us a boost.
After a 1-year break due to the pandemic, the Monster Energy FIM Motocross of Nations is back. And for the first time, it's being held here in the city of Mantova.
We went to Assen. We also had a high pressure because everybody expected us to win. They requested that from us, we delivered. Now if we don't win, we don't deliver, so it definitely puts on some pressure.
Cairoli's crash in Sardinia saw the Italian sit out that event, so nobody knew just what he would be capable of here. Already with 93 Grand Prix wins and 9 world titles, could the veteran finally add the one trophy missing from his collection?
MX on 74, it bursts into life here in Mantova. It's going to be a very interesting first turn. And Cairoli ran the outside, and he and Koldenhoff both go down. Thomas Kjær Olsen wins race 1, and I'm sure that is a first ever win for Denmark in this event. Jeffrey Herling closes the door on Valentin Guillot as he comes into land to take over the lead. Jeffrey Herlings picks up 1 point for the Netherlands with a win here in race 2. Herlings closes the door on Cairoli. Golden off with a good jump coming out of the first turn. So Lupino off the side of the track there, and then comes all the way down the second straight, and then re-emerges here, look. Oh, Lupino! He has to make this pass if they are going to get docked 10 places. And Jeffrey Hurlings is going to go 1-1 at the Motocross of Nations. He does it here in Italy. Lupino has found his way past Carlos Sabalis. Oh, big panic rev as he goes through. He hits the line now, and Italy are going to be crowned world champions for the first time since 2002.
Super happy, of course. We did everything we had in our power. I was not in 100% of shape, of course, but I give everything I had, and I think the guys did more than me, and we deserve this title.
It's time for the hectic finish to the FIM Motocross World Championship, starting with the MXGP of Germany.
We had a great battle, me and Jorge. It's just what happened there. Shouldn't have not been happened. I don't blame anyone. Jorge really did and meant to take us both out. It was just a racing incident, and things like that may happen at times. Unfortunately, he couldn't line up for second moto. I did get an impact on my knee, so second moto was a bit struggling due to some pain on there. I was just looking at the long run, and I knew it didn't really matter at that point. It was having the red plate.
Geiser, Hurlings and Fevre are now separated by just 8 points with 7 GPs to go.
Fevre, he gets down the inside, and he has made the move. The fans on their feet, they are absolutely going bananas, and Fevre is in control at the French Grand Prix.
Definitely was amazing to have so much crowd. Definitely, they were just not my favorite because Romain was battling me for the GP win and moto win.
Hurlings, an early attack on his teammate who loses 2 positions. Oh, we've had a lead change. Romain Fevre has found his way past Jeffrey Hurlings. The place has erupted here. While Hurlings won't give him the opportunity. He runs it down the inside of the Frenchman, takes over the lead.
It was nice to have so much crowd there, and I think it was a really good event. We went 2-1. We got back to red plate.
Up on the pegs as late as possible. This time he gets the drive. We do have a new leader. The number 84 gets down the inside of Siwa, chucks it in there, stays up on the pegs. How demonic was that? Momentum! And Geiser throws himself down the track. And this could be a gift for Jeffrey Hurlings as well. Oh, and Geiser, another mistake, and Hurlings is through. Hurlings into third. Fevre, 26 after getting held up in turn 3, bottom of the first hill. Geiser. Hurlings takes over second. Oh, and he sides his way up the inside. Hurlings found a way through. He now leads.
Yeah, it was crazy, you know. First moto, I had a good jump, but then I got outrun. But second moto, I didn't have a great jump either, but I was around 5th or 4th through the first turn. And then I just could click off riders, another overall, so number 96. So the 100 is coming closer one day.
It all comes down to this. 5 rounds left, 250 points to fight for. Who will emerge victorious?
Crazy battles, both motos. First moto with Siwa, and I managed to pass him.
Jeffrey Hurlings finally makes his way past Jeremy Siwa, in and out early here.
Second moto, all 4 was racing really close. All the 3 championship contenders really close by, me, Romain, Tim.
Geiser and Hurlings make a mistake coming out of the turn. Hurlings, though, who does make the pass eventually. He's going to make the move here. He does. He goes into second place. He goes around the outside, cuts to the inside. Pushes Fevre wide. I think there was a mistake there from the half. He does, and he can control the inside unless the Dutchman behind him can now cut back.
Definitely was some intense battles, but I won both of them and went 1-1 on the day, and I think that was a really important GP win.
I played it smart. I kept my jokers for the last few laps, so I managed to win this moto, and yeah, number 97 on GP wins from closing in.
At that time, we were already thinking like, okay, let's from now on be consistent, don't attack anymore, just defend, and we'll see how it goes until Moto 1. Normal average start, sometimes you go down, you pick up the bike and you go. But this time I crashed, somebody ran over my handlebar and basically over the bike, and a lot of parts were broken, and things like that happened, and that was easy as that. That was the end of that moto. The battles to watch was pretty nice.
Tim Geiser going around the outside of Jorge Prado takes over the lead on the opening lap here. Or does he? Yes, he does.
Just shame I was watching and not racing.
Down the inside, does he make the pass? He does, he controls it as well, but they're going to be side by side. Febvre takes over the lead. Geiser parks Febvre on the exit of the turn. Febvre coming back at him though, again, 3 laps in a row. And he does close down the door. He does take over the lead once more. Romain Febvre leads the championship. And Cairoli absolutely lights the place up. He pulls a massive hole shot.
Second moto went in there, and I knew I lost the red plate at the time because Romain won that moto, and then I was 1 point behind him. Really struggling with arm pump because I didn't do anything from, let's say, like 10 in the morning, 10, 11 till like 4 in the afternoon. So it was ice cold, and then go into that track. It's already a tough track anyway. Yeah, fourth was all I could get out of it, and still managed to lead the championship, but only 1 point.
Tony Cairoli out of the final turn, a start to finish win. Tony Cairoli wins at home for the 15th time in his career.
Struggling with some flu this last weekend. Last weekend was very bad. In the end, we won the GP, so I'm really, really happy because last weekend one of the worst races in my whole career. So I never had 2 DNF, but it's motocross. It's part of the game. We bounce back, so hopefully from now on we can be always on the podium.
And this time he does close off Geiser, and Geiser, how did he stay up? Sewa, down. He couldn't do it last time. And he's definitely rubbing up Herlings the wrong way. He'll cut back here as well, and he goes for the jugular once more. Geiser back into 4th place. Gloves are off. Big look over the shoulder. Cairoli has joined the party as well. Herlings and Geiser connect again. Cairoli getting ready to take points off of Geiser as well. Febvre down! Pushing too hard! And Jeremy Sewa is going to take his first win of the season, his first win in a year, his 11th career race win. The Fly Racing 15-second board up for the final time today. Prado with the foxhole shot.
I was trying to hunt down Tim and just my rear end got a little huckabuck left, right, and then just went over the bars and lost a lot of position, a lot of time. So I picked up my bike and was running again back to 4th and trying to hunt down Romain and Jeremy. But then left hand came off the handlebar just before takeoff, and I just risky trolled it. I overjumped the jump, and then my hand came off and I just had a big one.
Violent crash out of 4th place, and dare we say out of the championship yet? Tim Geiser wins the race, but Jeremy Sewa crosses the line second. He takes the overall Grand Prix.
I had a small tip over first moto. I stalled the bike in the second moto. The first few laps were dramatic. Like first I dropped 3 positions, then I gained 4. So crazy racing, but you know, to win a GP is just something. You know, this was my dream as a kid.
Romain got his red plate that day. Tony did give me 2 points as a favor. He waited last lap. It was not a team decision or anything. It was just he did it all by himself. So shows again what kind of a great sportsman he is.
We're now in Mantova for the first of an Italian double-header here that will provide the climax to the 2021 FIM Motocross World Championship.
Geiser already doing a Lupino. Wow. There, look, straight on, up onto the bank. That could be costly. Pending penalties for Tim Geiser means he's been docked 5 places. Oh, exactly the same crash as he did in time practice.
At that point, I thought my championship would have been over. And I was so lucky because Jeremy was on my bike, but he released his clutch and the wheel broke my seat. And for some reason, my seat just kept on there all moto. I don't know how. It was just a miracle, basically. Yeah, then I knew I had to make a proper charge.
Comes back to the inside. He finds his way. Oh, simultaneous scrubs. Closes down the door. He is under pressure. He's under ropes. He goes around the outside. Herlings is in second. Wow, what an atmosphere. What a ride. Febvre's going to hang on. He is going to win race 1. What a big win for him. What a big ride for Herlings.
At that point, we were only a few points in front of Tim, but I knew it was basically going to be me and Roman. I was 6 points behind, so I knew I had to step up my game. I knew I had to kind of win to still keep it in my own hands.
Prado goes to the outside, but not before Herlings took over the lead. Monster Energy Kawasaki, championship leader, gets good drive though, and alongside Prado. Oh, and a mistake there. Is that going to be a gift for Geiser? It is. So Geiser into 4th place.
We're -3 right now, but looking forward to the last race. You know, it's like I said, it's going to be war. You know, 2 different brands, 2 riders, and both for the same goal, and only one can win.
As we head into the final round, Tony Cairoli currently on 179 podiums, 94 of those as a winner. He has 182 race wins as well. His bike today, a little bit of gold trim here and there, a special one-off titanium gold.
I haven't slept since Sunday, probably. Like, I had a decent sleep, you know, because I was worrying and thinking about so many things, and if this happens, if that happens.
And Herlings down the inside, takes over second from Febvre. Tries to make his move around the outside of Prado as well. Well, Cairoli coming back to the inside. They both go down. Oh, and there's damage to the bike as well, I'm sure. Gear lever gone. And that is it, and that's disappointment. He can't believe it, look. Tony Cairoli, his final race as a professional racer. Jeffrey Herlings, Roman Febvre, they are tied on points. We will have a world champion after this race.
I just kept thinking it will be Thursday. Normally always it's going to be Monday anyway, but I just think whatever happens, it's going to be Thursday, win or lose. I'll do my best and we'll see. And
Febvre takes over the lead at the first time of asking. He knows he's got to be aggressive. He closes down the door on Prado. Prado looks over his shoulder, sees the orange flash right next to him. This is a direct shootout between the top 2 in the world right now, Roman Febvre and Jeffrey Herlings. Herlings finds his way past, and he parks Febvre to the outside. We've got a new leader on lap 2. Oh, he's down.
The pressure was on, but we did what we had to do, and we delivered. To go 1-1 and to see the whole team there was really nice.
Jeffrey Herlings is the MXGP World Champion.
I like records. Got a 99 GP wins today, 5 World Championships. Definitely I hope to win a few more championships and break the record of Stefan Evers's 101 GP wins. I'm close now. 2019 was a year to forget, and 2020 as well, because I was leading, got injured again. So I never thought I had to wait 3 years, but it is what it is.
Thank you. A lot of people wanted to know what I would have done if I didn't win this championship this year again. I guess you'll never know.
So I'm 27 now. I hope to do a few more years and enjoy it. You know, I got nothing to prove, and I'm happy with how my career has been so far. I maybe had too many injuries, and I haven't won enough for what I was capable of, but I think the future's looking good for now.
It's also an end of an era. After 9 world titles and an emotional nations win earlier this year, Antonio Cairoli has finally hung up his helmet, and with that, the number 222 also goes into retirement.
If people still say I'm not a true world champion, I don't know when I will be, man. I missed 4 motos and I still came out as a championship, and I did get 2 points for free, but I won with 5, so I think I deserve to win this championship. And still want to thank Romain and Tim for the great season, and those guys were super fast, and it's just a pity only one can win. But yeah, next year will be tough again, but for this year, I'm going to celebrate tonight.
That's it for this year, but the FIM Motocross World Championship will be back early in 2022 with more thrills and spills from the fastest dirt bikes on the planet.